Hi, everyone, and thank you for joining me today in the Author to Authority podcast. My name is Crystal Duku, and I'm so excited to be on here today again for my second segment where I share with you guys the joys of social media and how you can use it for your business. So, in the last episode, I introduced you to the importance of social media, some tips that you can use when using social media for your business. And today, and for the next couple of episodes that we do weekly, I want to talk about the different platforms and how you can use these platforms to really elevate your business, elevate your visibility, and really draw in the right target audience so that they can learn more about you, learn more about what it is that you do, right? So today I'm very excited to talk about LinkedIn. And I think anyone who knows me, and I think if you join me for many more episodes to come, you will realize that I have a little bias towards LinkedIn. As a social media manager, I don't know if I'm allowed to say that, but I like to think that, hey, we can have favorites. And my favorite is LinkedIn. And the reason is because not only is it an easy platform to use, but it's a platform that just gives back so much more. It is the number one professional networking site in the world, right? And you really get to make quality connections as well as get people to know your message and connect with the audience that you want to connect with, and also develop collaborations and connections that may even elevate your business as well as help you elevate somebody else's business in the future. So today, what we're gonna focus on in this episode is just a little bit, just to introduce you to LinkedIn. I don't know how many of you guys have an active LinkedIn account, or if you have a LinkedIn account, how many of you all actually use it. I know when I first started, I just uploaded my resume on there and I just left it. But over the past years, I would say over the past 10 years, I've really learned how to use it effectively, and I truly enjoy it. And I truly enjoy sharing that knowledge with others so that you too can get on the platform, learn how to use it and make the best out of it. So we're going to focus on some information about LinkedIn, and I'm going to share about 3 tips that you can use to optimize your LinkedIn platform and your LinkedIn profile, as well as how you can increase your visibility on there. So I don't know how many of you guys knew that LinkedIn is actually older than Facebook, right? When we think of social media, we think of like Facebook being the dominant dog in this arena. And it is true. Mark Zuckerberg have done a great job of really making Facebook the number one networking site to use. But you see, LinkedIn was never designed to be just a social networking site. It was designed to be a professional networking site. LinkedIn actually currently has 722 million members on there. And I think about, yeah, 722 million members on there. And the largest amount of users are from the United States. And LinkedIn is also responsible for 80% of business to business leads from all social media platforms. So when you think about where you want to put your business, imagine in all the social media platforms there are, from TikTok to Pinterest to Facebook to Instagram. For business to business, LinkedIn is responsible for 80% of those leads, and it is the top rated organic social media platform for business to business marketers. So you know that there are a lot of companies that push you towards paid advertising, and paid marketing is amazing, and I'll go into that in another episode. But paid marketing on social media is amazing because it really is low cost compared to taking out a radio ad or taking out a billboard, right? But it is but with LinkedIn, it's organic. So it's a great place to really grow your organic leads and grow your organic following. So I mean, if and what does organic mean? It means that you're not putting money into paid advertising. And listen, if you're getting that um follow up and that return from organic following, then it definitely is the way to go, right? So LinkedIn is actually going to be celebrating 20 years in as a platform next year in 2023. It was started in 2003, 9 months before Facebook actually. And it is really a testament to how good the platform is, because it really allows you to know that longevity builds credibility. Anytime something has been around for a long time, it is credible. So if you're thinking about, well, what social media platforms do I get on, right? I know I mentioned last episode that we have to think about the platforms we want to get on. So for social, if you're thinking about platforms to be on, I highly recommend LinkedIn to be one of them. It's okay if you want to use Instagram, or if you want to use Facebook, or you want to use TikTok, but as a business owner, as an entrepreneur, I highly recommend having a LinkedIn account up and running. I highly recommend having a strong LinkedIn profile showcasing who you are, what it is you do, what your business is about, up and running, because you can connect with your target audience in there, but you can also connect with people that can help you take your business to the next level. Okay, so I just wanted to put that out there. So now, how do you optimize your LinkedIn? The first things first is that you must have a strong LinkedIn profile. And what is a strong LinkedIn profile? You want to have all sections of your profile filled out. That means you want to have a good photo. You know, we live in a world today that it's virtual. People connect with us via our face. So we want to make sure that you have a strong photo up there. It should be professional. Now, when I say professional, you don't have to go out and hire a professional photographer. A lot of times we have good cameras. You can use that and you can actually put it on there, right? If you're a speaker, if you have professional photos from your business, you can put that on there, but just make sure it's clear. It shows that it's professional. It shows that you're either smiling or warm, or it showcases that you're actively involved in what it is that you're doing. So we can see if the beach photos and the vacation photos for Instagram or Facebook, you want to keep your LinkedIn professional. Unless you're a travel agent, then, and you can tie that in professionally somehow in your profile picture, then the beach picture works. Okay. So the second thing that you want to make sure that you have is your cover photo. And that's prime real estate. You can change your cover photo as often as you want. You can put in what you want people to do. You can put in your contact information on there. You can put something that resonates with you. You can put things about your business. So you always want to make sure that that is not blank and that is up and running as well. The next thing you want to work on is your headline. So a lot of people usually leave their title as their headline. Actually, my recommendation, as well as other leaders on LinkedIn, is to change your headline to showcase who you help, who you serve, what it is that you're looking for. That way, when someone looks at your profile, they already know, hey, this person serves accountants, or this is a business owner that helps with coaching, and these are the type of clients that she serves. So you always want to make sure that your headline showcases who you serve and who you're looking to connect with. And again, this can be updated as time goes along. The third thing that you want to make sure that is strong in your profile is your about section or your summary. That allows people to get to know you. That allows visitors to your profile to get to know you a little better, to really understand your journey as an entrepreneur, to share your passion, share who you're looking to connect with. Vulnerability, a little bit of vulnerability goes a long way. And then from reading that, individuals, prospects, clients, future clients, they get to know you a little bit better, which makes them a little bit more aware of who you are before they connect with you or before they accept your connections. Okay, now in the experience, now we're going down the profile. In the experience section, this is a great place for you to showcase what results that you have achieved in the roles that you've been in. So don't just list your responsibilities on there, actually list what it is that you have done, what it is you're currently doing, and the results that you have achieved from that role or in those roles. Another feature that's very important in LinkedIn is the recommendations. As you change careers or as you change pivot in your business or as you make changes, you always want to make sure that your recommendations are up to date. Because when people, again, it brings into play your credibility, right? So the more recommendations you have that talks about what it is that you do, it serves as reviews more or less. So if a client is looking at your LinkedIn page, or maybe there are people that's looking to hire you, they can see the work that you've done, they can see how you are as an employee, they can see how you are as a entrepreneur or as a coach or as a service provider, and it gives that sense of what do you may call it? It gives you that sense of comfort. It gives them that sense of comfort and confidence when reaching out to you. And who doesn't like getting nice feedback on yourself and seeing it on there? So while you're building out your LinkedIn page, I want you to think about, well, who do I trust that can write me a recommendation that will highlight my business, will highlight my personality, will highlight my passion and the results that I derive from what I do. So, and a good way to get recommendations is to always offer to share recommendations with someone else. But that is something that you want to focus on. Okay, so in this little section, we covered the essentials that your profile must have: a good profile picture, a cover photo, a strong about section, your experiences showcasing your results, as well as recommendation. Now, as you play around with your LinkedIn profile, you'll see places that you can upload any media that you have received, any type of certification. You want to put that all in there because, again, it brings credibility to who you are and what you do, and it allows people to get to know you a little bit more. I work with a lot of clients, and what we do is spend time. I help clients. So I help clients. I have one-on-one workshops with clients where I work with them step by step through the profile to develop their profile to really showcase who they are, and also to teach them how to do it, because this is something that you always want to know how to do, that as time goes by, you want to be aware how to do it yourself, right? But I also do profile makeovers, and these are the things that we always include because I always recommend that it showcases who you are as a person. Now, once your profile is up and running and it looks amazing, you want to start putting it to use. And the way that what I mean by that is that you want to start networking. LinkedIn is first and foremost a social networking site. So you want to definitely be sure to use your profile to network. And one of the ways to network is really finding topics that you can talk about, finding topics that's relevant to your clients and to your target audience, and start searching for those topics in and the content that's on LinkedIn. So once you start searching for those relevant topics, you can start commenting on people's posts where they have written about that. So say for instance, you're a realtor, right? And you are focused on helping people buy their first homes. So you want to find individuals who are writing about buying a home or home ownership tips and all these things. And when you search that content, or you can say, yeah, any type of content about buying a house or um, new couple or looking for a home, those type of contents are there, and you start seeing what comes up, and then you can lend your expertise on these content that was written on these posts or these articles. You read it. If it resonates with you, you definitely want to share some insight, share your own piece of valuable information, because what happens is that as you start commenting consistently on these types of posts, people get to know you. People get to see that you're knowledgeable. People gain from the value that you're adding on these comments and insights that you're sharing, and then they start following you. Now when you start posting your own content about real estate or about the market or 10 things to know before you buy a home, people start to see you as the leader and the follower. Sorry, not the follower, as the leader in your field, right? As the authority in your field. This podcast is all about helping you become the authority in your field, right? So as you start to comment, as you start to give value, share valuable insights, people start connecting because they say, wow, Lisa knows what she's talking about. So I definitely want to follow Lisa because I want more tips on these. And that's why I say focus on what your target market is. Focus on who your audience is. Think about the topics that your audience love. If you're an image consultant or a stylist, think about writing about following writing about fashion or following people that post about the business of fashion, post about forecasting or merchandising, and seeing what content comes up so you can share your knowledge on that industry. And then you start creating your own original content. It's okay to share articles. It is okay to share else's article that you find interesting. But instead of just sharing, add a piece of valuable insight on what you gained from this, not from this, and you want to add it on there. You want to put that on there and then share it. Ask questions, involve the poll, and that way you start really getting people engaging with your content and also looking to you as the author, as the authority in your field. So those are just some really introductory tips on how you can get your LinkedIn started, up and running, and how you can start to really grow your network with the people that you want to connect with your target audience, or with people that you can collaborate with. Now, if you want to have a one-on-one session with me and you need the help and the coaching to step out and really take it to the next level, feel free to connect with me. I'll be happy to do that with you. I enjoy when my clients' eyes open up and realize just how enjoyable LinkedIn is to use and how much fun it is. So, and one more thing, I always say this, consistency is key. You may not want to show up every day, or maybe you don't have the time to show up every day. But if you're showing up 3 days for the week, show up 3 days for the week. LinkedIn, if you're commenting on people's page, it can take 10 minutes, right? Just like spend 10 minutes, break it up and get involved in that content. So, and that's it. that is just my little introduction to LinkedIn. I hope you guys put these things to use. Drop me a message. My email would be at the bottom, as well as the links to my social media and my LinkedIn page. So be sure to connect with me on there, and I'd be happy to help you through this journey. So, again, my name is Crystal Duku, and I'm here today on the Author to Authority podcast to bring you all information about all things social media and how it helps your business. And today, the focus was on LinkedIn. So until next time, thank you for joining me and have a great week.